Hello and welcome to Strange Solution. My name is Darren. I am your host, and I am playing Arkham Horror: The Living Card Game in Lackey CCG. And I am playing as Norman Withers through the path to Carcosa. Quick update: since the last time I played, I went back into the house to look at the people and figure out what was going on. I had 3 XP, so I added an additional level 3 shriveling and took out 8 guts. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to reading, and then pardon me, do my mouth. We start off with this is, I forget what this one's called, Echoes of the Past. We'll start off with Agenda 1A, The Truth is Hidden. Surprisingly, the front doors of the Historical Society's Gregorian Manor are cracked halfway open when you arrive. Who else could be here at this hour? Do not add doom to this agenda during the Mythos phase. Forced. After one or more clues are placed on an enemy in play, flip those clues to their doom side. And it takes 2 doom per investigator to advance. We start off in Act 1A, Race for Answers. Each of the Historical Society's many rooms contains records and documents that may aid in your search for answers about the King in Yellow. There must be something here that can guide you toward the truth. And it takes 2 clues per investigator to move on. We start at the entry hall, which is a 2-shroud location with 0 clues. It does start with a clue because the instructions told me to. And let's go ahead and do our mulligans. So we have the man in the pallid mask. He's a weakness, so we'll draw to replace him. I think the only thing I'm going to keep out of this hand is shriveling. Send the rest of it back. 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And let's reveal the top card of my deck. It is a David Renfield. I think it's kind of important to actually move this along kind of fast, like the first couple. So I'm actually going to just go without putting him out. So I am going to put out the shriveling, however. And then I'm going to investigate at a 5 to 2. Chaos bag. That's a 0. Gives me that clue. And I will move to this Historical Society. This is a ground floor location. It is a 2-shroud location with 1 clue per investigator. While investigating this location, your intellect cannot be modified. I will draw a card, gain a resource. We will add a doom to the agenda and draw an encounter card, which is Hunting Shadow. It is a curse. It is peril. You must either choose one, spend 1 clue, or take 2 damage. You know, I think I'm actually going to spend the clue. Alright. Sorry, I've had this cough that's really been annoying me for like the longest time. Right, investigator phase. We'll investigate out of 5 to 2. Chaos bag. It's -1. Got clue. This is connected to a stop sign. And okay, so it's not connected to that. That doesn't have a thing. So that's 1, 2, 3. This Historical Society is the meeting room. It is a 4-shroud location. I think I put this in the wrong place. This should be here, and this should be here. Alright, 4-shroud location, sorry. With 1 clue per investigator. It has the passageway trait, so that's something to keep note. It has the action Exhaust an ally, discover a clue at this location. We will add a doom, and we will draw an encounter card. false lead if you have no clues. It gains surge. We have one clue. If you have one or more clues, test intellect of 4 for each point you fail by. Place one of your clues on your location. So this will be a 4 to 4, or pardon me, a 5 to 4. I think I am going to go ahead and play a Eureka, making it 6 to 4. Chaos Bag. That's a pass. This actually should be here. Gotta remember to do that. That's a pass. We will look at the top 3 cards in my deck. Let's take care of that first. Deck. I'll put anatomical diagrams in my hand. Shuffle it up. That gets discarded. That gets there. That gets discarded. Go to the top card of my deck. Ooh. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and play this from my hand for 1. And gain that clue. As a fast action, so it does not take an action, so I actually still have 3 actions. I'm going to make a note of that because I'm about to do some stuff. So this is don't shuffle. And then we will spin these 2 clues. Oops, these are not supposed to be getting down. And we will flip this. Late night studies. You find a record kept by one of the Society's historians pertaining to the dreadful events surrounding the closing of an old theater in Arkham, the Cedar Playhouse. Though there is no explicit mention of the King in Yellow, you believe you're on the right track. The historian's notes are cut short, and there is a faded handwritten page clipped to the final entry. This matter is too ghastly for the public eye. I am placing the remainder of this record in the hidden library. All further inquiries should be done away from prying eyes, for this is a dangerous matter, and not one to be researched lightly. For each historical society location, add 1 clue per investigator to its maximum clue value. So this will get a clue, and this will get a clue. We will go to the next act, Act 2A. Oops. Act 2A is Mistakes of the Past. Somewhere in this manner is a hidden library where you might be able to find more information about the King in Yellow. You must find a way in if you are to continue your investigations. Go back to my hand. Alright, I think what I'm going to do here is Action 1, I'm going to go ahead and play Renfield. Action 2, I'm going to exhaust him to gain this clue. And Action 3, I will just move back to the entry hall. Enemy phase, upkeep phase, I'll draw a card. Gain a resource. Don't add a doom. And draw an encounter card, which is a Seeker of Carcosa. Any empty historical society location. He has the aloof keyword. At the end of the Mythos phase, move 1 clue from the Seeker of Carcosa's location to the Seeker of Carcosa. If you cannot, place 1 doom on the Seeker of Carcosa instead. So we're gonna, I kind of want to not have this guy around for too long. So I think we're gonna go ahead and put him here. And then at the end of the Mythos phase, this clue gets moved from there to him as a doom because of the ability on the card. Right, or at the end of the Mythos phase. Alright, so we come to my turn. Investigator phase, we will move. We will engage. Do I dare use the ability on Renfield? Yeah, I kind of like having the extra willpower. So I have moved and I have engaged. I will use a shriveling charge to be a 4, 5, 6, 7 to 2. Chaos bag. That is a skull. I will actually put the horror, or wait, what is skulls? Okay, so it's a -1. I'm going to put the horror that shriveling would give me on Renfield to discard him. And he takes 2 damage. Enemy phase, I'll take a horror. Upkeep phase, I will draw a card and gain a resource. We will add a doom. We will not add a doom. We will check the doom threshold, which is 2. We're at 1. We'll draw an encounter card. It is an acolyte. The acolyte is going to just have to... Yep, I think I'm going to just let the acolyte be alone. We'll come over here and get a doom. Okay. Alright, so we go to the investigator phase. I'm going to play fast. I'm going to play an anatomical diagrams. Oh, he would also gain a doom. But that all happens after you check the doom threshold as an FYI, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so he is now a 0, and I am a 2 to 0 chaos bag. I'm actually going to change this out, because I don't really want, I don't care if the shortcut's in hand or not. So I'm going to take away all this doom, take away all this horror or damage. He gets discarded. This will get discarded. Go to the chaos bag. So that's action 1. I'm going to shortcut to the entry hall. Action 2, I will move to quiet halls. Quiet halls is a 3-shroud location with 0 clues. Quiet halls is connected to each other's second floor location. As an action, if each location in play is revealed and there is no clues on locations in play, you can place 1 clue per investigator on quiet halls. Alright, enemy phase. There are currently no enemies. Engaging me and draw a card. Gain a resource. Add a doom. And draw an encounter card. That is a locked door. Attach to the location with the most clues. That can actually be any location. I'm just going to attach it here because no clues will probably ever appear there. And without a locked door attached, attached location cannot be investigated. You can use an action to hit it, for do a combat check of 4, to break down the door, or an agility test of 4 to pick the locks. If you succeed, discard locked door. But again, I'm probably not even going to deal with that. So first action is going to be to move to the Historical Society, this version of the Historical Society. We will reveal it. Historical Society, second floor, it has the passageway trait, It is a 3-shroud location with 2 clues per investigator. It has the reaction after you successfully investigate this location, you can take 2 horror to discover a clue at this location, limit once per round. Probably won't do that, actually. So we're going to investigate as our second action as a 5 to 3. I'm just going to take that as it is. That is a -1. Oh, hold up. Wait just a second. Oh no, that did not get a doom. I put that doom on there. I need to quit doing that. That is a -1. And a clue. Nope, I did that wrong. We will spend 2 clues. I have 1 more action left. Secret passageways. As you rummage through a desk drawer, you are startled when you hear a voice behind you. Excuse me, can I help you? You're relieved to find the voice belonging to a thin elderly man wearing wide-rimmed glasses. A member of the Historical Society, no doubt. You explain to him that you're searching for a hidden library somewhere in the manor, though you purposely leave out why. He introduces himself as Mr. Peabody, the Historical Society's curator. I'll help you find what you're looking for, he explains, but only if you tell me what this is all about once we get there. You hope it doesn't come to that. For each revealed Historical Society location, add 1 clue per investigator to it, to a maximum of its clue value. Choose an investigator to take control of the set-aside Mr. Peabody asset and put the hidden library location into play. So this will get a clue. This will get a clue. This will get a clue. We're going to set aside. Find the hidden library. We'll put that into play. Mr. Peabody, we'll put him into play. Let's see, we have 1 more action. That's not enough to get over there. I think I'm going to just play Emergency Cash just because I hate wasting in a complete turn. Any phase, upkeep phase, I will draw a card. Gain a resource. Actually, this goes here. This goes here. We do not add a doom. We check the doom threshold. We will draw an encounter card, which is a Mysterious Chanting. Revelation, place 2 doom on the nearest cultist in play, and you go find 1 if you can't. Keep in mind we've already checked the doom threshold. It's just an FYI. Alright. Right, we have come to the investigator phase. I'll use the action on Mr. Peabody. To choose a location, I will choose the hidden library. Until Mr. Peabody readies, that location gets -1 shroud and gains the passageway trait. So this has the passageway trait. Whoops, I didn't want to do this. The Oath. This building is very old and filled with all manner of secret passageways. Mr. Peabody explains, perhaps one of them will lead to this library you're looking for. Locations with the passageway trait are connected to one another. An objective only investigators in the hidden library may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance, and that is 3 per investigator. So I have used my first action to give the hidden library the passageway trait. You can pick any location. This location has the passageway trait. So I will move to the hidden library. That's my second action. The hidden library is a 4-shroud location, currently 3 because of Mr. Peabody's ability, with 3 clues per investigator. It says while an enemy is moving, hidden library gains the passageway trait and has a victory point value of 2. I'll use my last action to investigate. I'll be a 5 to 3. I'm going to go ahead and commit Eureka to be a 6/3. Chaos Bag, what do you have to say about that? That is a -3. So it's the highest number of Doom in play. That's here. So I was a 5, 6/3 because of him. So that's a success. I gain a clue. I will look at the top 3 cards of my deck. I think we'll just take an I've Got a Plan. I'll pick this my discard. I'll reveal the top card of my deck. Change this to don't shuffle, and we're done. Whoops. I don't mean to do that. Okay. That is our 3 actions. Any phase, upkeep phase, I will draw a card. This. We first check we don't add a Doom, but then we check the Doom threshold, which is 2, we're at 3, so we move all Doom in play. And then this flips. Dark Ritual. A phrase in a language you cannot describe whispers through the building, and without warning, all of the electric lights shatter at once. You light a nearby candle and continue your search. The building is quite different once plunged into darkness. Shadows and silhouettes dance along the walls. Crevices you hadn't noticed before draw your wary eye. What other secrets does this building hold? Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. I'll go on to the next agenda, which is 2A. Agenda 2A, Ransacking the Manor. Though the whispering has ceased, the sounds of rummaging and furniture shifting is unmistakable. Whoever is here, they're searching just as thoroughly as you are. Do not add Doom to this agenda during the Mythos phase. Forced after 1 or more clues are placed on an enemy in play, put those clues to their Doom side. And we will go back to my hand real quick as we draw an encounter card. The Cult's Search. If there is a cultist enemy in play, there is, with Doom on it, that does not happen. Move all Doom from each cultist enemy to the current agenda. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance. If there is no cultist enemy in play with Doom on them, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and draw it. Shuffle the encounter deck. So I will actually probably just take another of these guys because they're pretty harmless. They kind of do one thing, and that's just come out. We're just going to put him here. We'll add a Doom to him. We will go to the encounter deck. We will say none now. We will shuffle it. Let's go to the encounter discard. Where did I just put that? I don't know where I put that. Oh, it stayed right there. Okay. Okay. Alright. Now it is my actions. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put this out for free and a fast action. Don't shuffle. Little top card on my deck. Let's move on. That's fine. He can just stay there. Right. We will investigate at a 5, 6 to 4. We'll just take this first one. That is a -1. Second action, we'll do it again. So that gives me 2. That's a fail. Final action, I'll do it again. I'm going to discard a split the angle. That gives me a +2. So I'm going to 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8 to 4. Chaos bag. That's a pass. Advance. The clasp. As you study the hidden library, you find a few pieces of information that stand out. As with the recent production, the previous performance of The King in Yellow came to Arkham from overseas and was performed by a French acting troupe. You don't recognize any of the cast members' names, and of course the actor who played the role of the stranger is anonymous. However, it seems that a member of the Historical Society has done some work for you. There are several old newspaper clippings gathered together, along with information about the play. Headlines include Cedar Playhouse closes due to fire, experts baffled, over freak floods and the like. Hidden amongst this information, you also find a strange object, a clasp of onyx with an alien inscription. The investigators must decide, choose one. This is an important discovery, we should take it. Resolution 1. Or, it's just a silly trinket, and it would be wrong to steal from the Historical Society. Leave it behind. So based on Norman thus far, I believe he would probably think that it is something mystical, and with his mystic inclinations, he would probably take it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the onyx. Even though I know about doubt and conviction in this, I'm actually not focusing on it that much. I'm just kind of doing what I think Norman would do. So thus far, we did not go back to the police station. We did go back into the house, and we did keep the onyx. And I just think it's his curiosity and his more skepticism of authority, but his belief in something a little bit more supernatural and mysticism. So I have completed this. Thus far, it has 2 victory in the victory display, and we will have to wait and see if we get any more in the through the resolution. But if you have any, of course, as this video goes, if you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to like, comment below, and subscribe. If you want to get in contact with me, you can through most venues. I am Jacques Steampunk, the Discord, and the Reddit. And as always, I want to thank you for watching, and have a great day.